Evening everybody, Rich here, back for another From the Depths sinking ship video, and this is another Titanic sinking video. But this is a requested one because I can't remember who requested it, but it's a few months ago, but it's been requested that the ship be sunk from the back end rather than the iceberg damage in the bow, so I think someone just wanted to know what it'd be like to see the ship sink arse end first, so that's the topic for today, and instead of an iceberg, we're going to be using torpedoes, sea rams, and rockets, or whatever it takes to sink this damn thing. So yeah, and I'm also using my original Titanic model for this game, whereas the Britannic I videoed a few weeks ago was an actual conversion from Minecraft and done properly. It looked better and was better proportioned, whereas this thing is old and not very well proportioned, so it's not going to go well when this starts sinking. It's probably going to tip over onto its side, but we shall wait and see. But yeah, that's the sole purpose for today. It's just to sink it arse end first. So we've got the Mamba over here, and she is pointing the wrong way. We've got to turn and face the stern, so I guarantee once we start aiming at the stern and firing torpedoes, this game is going to stutter and crap like hell. Right, let's turn that way and a bit more, and that should be fine. Wait up, slightly back. And yep, that should do. And we'll fire the first torpedo, or two. And these are just two single torpedoes. One's floats on the surface, one's just below the surface rather, and one is quite a bit below the surface. And so they should hit right on the stern. And one missed because how low it is, but the other one hit, and it only hit the propeller shaft. So that's slightly annoying, but never mind. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to use the sea rams now. I'm going to use the big gun and aim at this compartment because two torpedoes are going to take forever to get through this propeller shaft. So we're going to aim right there. So here comes the shells. And that has blasted right through. There goes the propeller. Well, that's done the job. I mean, it hit the propeller and knocked it off, and some more pieces falling off and whatnot. So I think that's what we'll do for now. We just use the sea rams rather than the torpedoes. Right, next one. Aim about there. It will get to a point though that I won't be able to use the sea rams because of what's happening, but there we go. There's the next compartment, and it's not really cracked it open. It's more like just split the whole ship up. So there we go. That's compartment number 2, and the ship is very low at the back end. Now I don't want to spend too long waiting for this because the ship is going to tip over because of its imbalance. So I'll fire again at the next compartment. Oh, it's like shattering glass, isn't it? Yep, down she goes. And yet you can see she's starting to tip over now, so she's not looking too good, but at least she's going down. Right. I really ought to stop using these sea rams. I mean, look at the damage it's done. At least it's more fun than torpedoes anyway. Right, so where's the next compartment wall? About there. So I don't know if they will actually hit now. I think the ship's a bit too low in the water, but oh no, that's fine. Jesus. There we go. And I've got a feeling the game's going to start lagging like hell. Yeah, it's starting to stutter a bit now. But the ship is very much down. She is keeling right the way over now, so if we just crack open another compartment, and crack open another compartment, just obliterate the whole ship, then I think the ship may settle a bit better. So if we aim about there, then hopefully that will bring the ship level. Again, that's another compartment done, and one shell ricocheted off the water and blew the side of the ship open. So now the stern's going down. And the ship is she levelling out? Yeah, I think she is. She's starting to right herself. So just look at this angle, and oh no, I don't know actually. She is. stable. And now the stern's going under completely now. It's difficult to say. Is she levelling out or is she just sort of bobbing? Oh, it doesn't matter. Right, what else can we do? We've got there's plenty of destroyed compartments and lots of water inside. Follow on to the next one. Yep, another compartment which is dry. And we'll aim about there. And hopefully this will rekindle the ship in the right way up. So that's sending the stern down a bit more. And the game is beginning to lag a bit more now. So there we go. The whole poop deck of the stern and the docking bridge is now completely under. And I would say the ship is starting to level out a bit more. Not 100%. Yeah, you can see the ship is starting to level out again. So I don't know the way the physics work here, but two wrongs don't always make a right. But if you want to level out a ship, then just keep knocking holes in it until it does level out. So that's good advice. You know, if you ever get a ship which leans over, just knock a few holes in it, and it will level itself out. Anyway, the ship is leveling out at the back end. At the front end, the bow is very much, well, the draft of the ship is out of the water, but the keel is still under the water. But you can see the bow is trying to lift out the water now. So at the keel, you can see the keel is right down there. So she's still not quite got enough oomph. But it does look pretty horrific on that. I'll take a screenshot. There we go. God, that's lagged the whole game completely now. I can't move the bloody mouse. Right, there we go. Okay, what we're doing now, we're going to move to the next compartment now. Because I don't really want to use torpedoes, because they'll just go ape shit and destroy the whole thing. So we'll find out where the next compartment is, just slightly along from there. And we'll aim about there, and hopefully the shells will hit, but I don't think they'll be able to because of the angle of the ship. So I think... Oh, one hit, that's fine. And then down goes the stern a bit more. I've just managed to pull the computer off the table nearly. Yep, she's going down a lot more now, but at least she's level, that's the main thing. And pieces are starting to break off. I mean, there's a couple of lifeboat davits which have, I'd say, what's that? Are they lifeboat davit pieces? There they are, but where have they come from? Oh, there. There's a top bit missing there. But that's how she looks now. So if we go to Mambo and look at her from there, then yeah, it does look pretty horrific, doesn't it? It does look pretty bad. And the bow of the ship is... yep, now she's out of the water as well. So I don't think we'll get the ship to go vertical, but it's gonna rise nonetheless. So if we go down to the next compartment, which is not damaged, this is quite a big compartment, this one. So we go to the next one, roughly about here. I don't know if the shells will hit because of the how low the ship is in the water. So if I aim about there, then maybe a shell will go rogue and be able to hit further down. I think that worked. And yep, the stern is going down even more now. Yep, looking pretty horrific. And the bow is rising a bit more. Plenty of the keel out of the water. Yep, right. Next compartment then. Where are we going this time? We need to aim. So this one's dry. No, this one's wet actually. This one's completely flooded, as you can tell by that gaping hole there. And you can tell the strength of those shells as well. They've actually destroyed the lead there as well. There's lead ballast. It's knocked that out as well. So pretty tough. Right, next compartment. Oh, this one's flooded as well. This is the engine room. Or at least part of the engine room. The next compartment along is the other part of the engine room. It's a diesel engine, as you can tell, but yeah, it's knocked out one engine room, and we have to start aiming at the other engine room. So we aim about there, and we'll see where these shells land. Perfect. And now the ship's going down a lot more. The fourth funnel is right on the sea surface, just going under now. So the ship is at a critical angle, and the game's got into seizure mode for some reason. Bear with us a second. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Don't know what happened there. The game went into, well, yeah, seizure mode. To the stern. The fourth funnel's completely under. The stern is very much under, and the bow is rising. If I just sit here, you can see the bow is moving upwards. So we've knocked out buoyancy now. The stern is... Well, I knew the stern was completely flooded anyway, but... yeah, this looks pretty horrific, doesn't it? Right. Next job, next compartment. I don't know whether... Well, the Mamba's about a mile away further than it was because of the momentum of the guns, or the kinetic energy from the guns, the recoil or whatever. So now we've got to aim at the next compartment, which is here. I'm going to aim about there because of the compartment is so far below the surface now. Will these shells hit? Beautiful. And the game's gone into seizure mode again. There we go. So now funnel number 3 is just going under now. And the bow is continuing to rise. I mean, look at the angle of it now. It's starting to tip over again, isn't it? It's just moving about a bit. Oh no. Just a sudden lurch of the bow. Okay, so funnel number 3 is under. Funnel number 2 is on the surface. And how far from the seabed are we? Oh, that's why there's movement, because she's crashed into a mound on the seabed. So that's why she's moving about a bit funny on the surface. Right. But she's just scraping up and down on that mound. But the water is pretty deep there. I mean, if we look, that's what's happened. She's right on the edge of the chasm there. So that's why she ain't sinking. Well, she's sinking, but she ain't going to go very far because right on the edge of that chasm. Right, there she is. Right. So she's got to slide a bit. So that's why there's movement. Right, so what's happening at the bow? Is the bow still moving upwards? Yes, very much. Right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to aim at another compartment. Don't really want to do much more of this because it does get a bit mundane. So that compartment's flooded. So we're going to aim at this one. And see what happens. she's still going down. What's happening down here? Yeah, she's still sliding down the ravine. I mean, it's quite deep, this area now where the ravine is, but it's just a bit sod's law that I've spawned the ship right on the edge of the ravine. Oh, but anyway, that's that story anyway. So this is all we've got left, and yeah, that's quite horrific. There aren't many compartments left, are there? So we've got this one, which is breached, and now we've got this one. So we'll aim at that one as well. There we go. Shrapnel going everywhere. Now she's starting to level out. The bow will go down now. Funnel number 1 right on the sea surface, and the bridge it's just going under. Oh no, it's settled and is now rising again. I imagine the stern has slipped a bit more down the ravine now. Although I think she's more stuck. Yeah, I think it's stuck now. Yeah, caught on the on that ledge there. Oh well, that's annoying. But never mind. Still plenty more fun to go, but the bridge has gone under now, so there ain't much more to go. So we aim a bit further along. So this compartment's breached, which will show I didn't expect. Let's move along to the next one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compartments left now. And I think the ship is going down on its own, so yeah, there's only really the tip of the bow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the torpedoes off now. I'm going to set every one of them going, because or shall I? I don't know if I should though. I don't know if I should be that callous. Nah, what I do, I carry on firing the big guns. So if we aim about there, this should be enough to bring the ship down. That was a huge blast. The bow rises for reasons unbeknown to me. It's like a scene from Raise the Titanic, isn't it? The ship would just launch into the air. And like I said earlier on, you know, if you want the ship to remain buoyant, and just fire a few shells at it, make a few holes in it, and it will be magically buoyant. But now the bow's going back down again. The compartment is destroyed. That's dry still, and that one's dry still. So we'll just fire another set of shells. And that should bring the bow down. And down she goes. So the funnel's under. And now the forepeak's gone, the forecastle's under, the bow crane is gone now, and that's it. So the Titanic has disappeared. All that's left is the mast. So yeah, the ship's going to take a little while. She's going to sort of swap ends now because of the stern is stuck on that ledge. Ship's going to take a while to sink, and there's a black dot down there. What's that? Oh, just pieces of wreckage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And all that's left here is the mast. Funny though, the smoke generators are still pluming out smoke, as you can see. Come on. Well, she's under now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to launch all those torpedoes now. And they will do a horrific amount of damage. So what wasn't done before with those shells, the torpedoes will finish it off. And here they come. Not sure how many there are, but there are about 140 torpedoes. And I think that's all of them. Right, so there we go. That's all those torpedoes. 141 torpedoes launched and detonated, and the ship is now a lot worse for wear. But at least she's still on her way to the seabed anyway. So the mast eventually went under, and there's explosions over there for some reason. So there's the mast just below the surface. But now the ship is sort of upending, or not upending, but changing ends because of the stern is lodged on that ledge. They're still lodged on the ledge, so the bow's going to go down first and then just sort of slide down the ravine. But I'm not going to wait for that because it's going to take forever. So anyway, that is sinking the Titanic, ass end first, and bad pun that, isn't it? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that covers the subject of the Titanic. I don't think I'll be doing any more Titanic ones that I can think of. None that I'm really going to be doing that I want to do, but if there are requested ones, then I will be doing that. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, this is Rich signing off, logging off and disappearing. And I shall return with another video, so bye for now.